Hey there! So today we have another review. This is beer courtesy of Stefan. I've been really good about not buying beer, so that gets rid of some of these beers that I've been sitting on, saving definitely a few bottles to share with Matt. But we're doing another Marshal Zhukov. I did 2015. This is 2016, so this is literally a decade old. Marshal Zhukov, let's go. With a little bit of a hiss, not a great head creation. It's actually insane how dark this beer is. Can we just bring back Imperial Stouts? Oof, I can smell it from here. Might not be a great bottle. Can we just bring back Imperial Stouts, please? Like, hazies, and I'm glad Pilsners are now back, but, like, can we just make some really good, just Imperial Stouts? My market is, we don't get 1050 anymore. I think Old Rasputin might be around. Brooklyn Black Chocolate is a seasonal. I don't even know if I get Narwhal anymore from Sierra Nevada. Like, come on, just bring back some just regular. And then shout out to Cigar City. Can we just put this in 4-packs, like 1050, or something? Please, please, please. But unfortunately, no. This is really dark for an Imperial Stout. Like, just a regular. This is non-barrel aged. This is their flagship Imperial Stout. Anyway. I'm not going to go through the tasting notes and stuff. That is so dark. That is so dark. And it's actually not that huge of a beer. Or no, it's Imperial Stout. I believe the beer is at around like 10.5. It's like 10.50 is like 10.5. Somewhere around there. So they do have it. Yeah. So 2016, 10-year-old bottle. Sheets the glass. Yeah, that is, I mean, I recently did the Hunapoo, which was around this old. Yeah, I think it might have been around this old. Just soy sauce for days. Just so much soy sauce. Like, it smells like malty Vegemite soy sauce. Like, just tons of it. It's hard to get past it. Like, what can I even smell? Like, you want to look for notes of espresso and chocolate and all the roast, but it's so soy saucy. Just like, ugh. And like ground up shiitake mushrooms and shit like that. Yeah. Man, I had one really, really good bottle. The 2015 that I shared. Honestly, I mean, I'm glad I shared it with my boss at Runabout, but like, that bottle was ridiculous good. This, very umami. Very, very umami. Thankfully for me, though, I will say, just initial impression, this already tastes better than the old Hunapoo that I had. It's just something about like the cinnamon and the chilies and oxidation does not work. Here, it's just a malt, right? You're not distracted, and the flavor, those flavors I feel just did not do well with oxidation and the aging. So yeah, this is tired, but I'm not quite sure. I would have guessed it was 10 years old. I would have guessed maybe like 5, 6. This beer, I mean, it's a big beer. So, like, the more bold the beer is, ideally, it's a little bit more robust to hold up to aging. First off, the mouthfeel's intense. This is for non-barrel aged beer. I mean, this is full, enveloping. And it's not, yeah. If you guys watch Darwin do, or myself, third person. If you guys have seen me do the Bourbon County test, like, part of it's like how much residual sweetness in here. Yeah, it does have some residual sweetness, like just it drying on my lips. I can tell there's some amount of sugar left in here. I would prefer not to spill this on anything because that'd be freaking gross. But yeah, good amount of sugar in here, but it doesn't really taste it. And the other thing with aging is actually you lose mouthfeel. So despite being 10 years old, it actually does have a full mouthfeel. Beers actually fall apart, and the mouthfeel actually goes down. Yeah, I could see like a little bit of sacrifice of mouthfeel, but it's definitely a full mouthfeel. Very drinkable. You get a good amount of alcohol going down, but I started drinking more, liking it more. Ooh, I might be there. See, that's the important thing. You got to think about temperature. It saw me warming up. I had it a little. I took it out of the fridge. I had it a little bit warmer than fridge, but now it's at a good place. And I want to say, this might be the bottle that this is closer to the bottle that I shared with my boss. Oh, man. Temperature is so important to think about. Okay, so, red fruits. Compote for days. I get figs, dried strawberries, fig Newton, dates. It's a really rich, just beautiful dark fruit character of this beer. Goji berry. Really nice, dried, intense raisin, right? Dried dates, yeah, for sure. Dried dates, dark fruit character. Some of that kind of soy saucy thing hits up front, and so when it's cold, that's what I was getting. The soy saucy. Can I say it again? Soy saucy umami flavor. But then as I drink it more, you wait, it goes on to like Hershey's chocolate, milk chocolate, a little bit of brownie batter. A really nice kind of like smooth, kind of like Black Forest cake vanilla thing, even though this beer is not barrel aged, so it has like components of a barrel aged beer because it's the intensity of the malt and the chocolate and the sweetness. Definitely has a Now I do it. Definitely has that Bourbon County thing where I'm trying to talk right now and I'm touching my lips and there's sugar on my lips. There's a good amount of residual sweetness on this beer. Excuse me. Espresso, molasses, full mouthfeel, cocoa riding on the back end, almost like this like vanilla chocolate milkshake thing. Yeah. Oof, wow. What are their tasting notes here? Notes of espresso, chocolate, dark toffee, blackstrap molasses, all that. Subtle herbal dryness from the hops. Well, not, they don't say hops, but obviously it's from the hops. Hearty slap of roasty espresso. Dark chocolate, cherries. Yeah, cherries. Yeah, they call it the dark. So it's crazy how good those tasting notes are 10 years ago. Outside the warming, you don't really get this like fusel alcohol thing. Oh, that's a good beer. Okay. I thought something was up. This definitely was better at some point. It's definitely past its prime. It definitely needs a little bit more carb. Definitely way less umami to it. But aging beer 10 years and this is what it tastes like. Wow. It held up this well. And it's a shame because like obviously like I reviewed all these sour beers for you guys and like once we're past like very few of them were 10 years old or some of them were 10 years old. Almost all of them sucked. And we're even fighting to enjoy the beers that are past 5 years old. This is 10 years old on the sour beers at least. But this stout held up very well. Shout out to their packaging. I mean, geez, you see that? Like, you said that sticky mess that's in the bottle. I had this bottle upright, by the way. And there's sticky mess of stuff from the bottle. But this beer tastes fantastic. Yeah, this has to be just as good as the bottle I shared. And I did review another bottle for you guys, and I think it was the 2015, and this is 2016, right? Yeah. I shared a bottle that wasn't reviewed, obviously, mate. Yeah, this is just as good as that. Just as good as that. I love the little spike of alcohol, the rich roastiness, a little bit of like, the hot bitterness is all gone by now. I don't notice any of it at all. But the dark fruit is there, the rich mouthfeel, the lingering malt character, right? To get a beer this dark, the percentages of roasted malt has to be pretty decent compared to some other Imperial Stouts and other dark beers out there. Not that it's like insane amount. There's like we're talking about like single digits on their roast malt profile, but yeah, this tastes great. It's a unique experience. $100 minus out of 100. Yeah. I mean, part of it is the idea that the beer is 10 years old, right? If this was a fresh beer, it wouldn't get this score. But to hold up for this long and to be this drinkable and this rich and tasty and decadent and complex, with all that soy sauce and umami distracting me all the time, it's still there. But to hold up to that is very amazing. And again, that's hell. I poured myself this much, and I'm ready to kill through this much. It's just so drinkable, so tasty, so good. So, shouts to Stefan. Amazing stuff. Don't age your beer, by the way, this long, but it's amazing. Cheers later.